Welcome to Patras 53 on the road today. Beautiful day in Kentucky. We're in Django Jamboree. Jamboree. Just learned the meaning of this word yesterday. Party.
Yes.
Having fun. And that's what we did last night. We had an Argentinian barbecue with Gonzalo, of course, and some friend. And we're drinking last night and this morning some nice Malbec from Argentina. So having a good time last night. And show tonight, I'm with Ben Powell, so nice. I was very happy to meet him for the first time. I heard about you, but yeah.
Likewise. It's about time we met
That's
each other.
about time, yeah. Just tell us a bit about your background and where did you fall in love with that music?
Sure. I think I first heard Stefan Grappelli on CD when I was about 12 or 13, and I was studying classical violin. And through Grappelli I discovered Django.
Of course,
And I started playing with a group in England where I was growing up. And irregularly, maybe once every 2 months, we'd do a gig. And I would just go and play by ear and learn some of the tunes and have a great time. And then that was kind of how I discovered the music. And then I moved to the United States to go to Berklee College of Music in Boston to study.
That's where you're still now?
I graduated about 3 years ago in 2009. But the music came with me, and I was playing with musicians from around the world, playing a lot of Django's music and Stefan's, and then I met the family of musicians here in the US who play the music and beyond, and lived in Paris. And
tell us a bit about that Paris, like some people that you met.
Well, I went to Paris to be there and to play, and to meet all the fabulous young and old talent that's there, and particularly as a violinist, it's a place to be for jazz violin, and for the many disciples of Grappelli and everybody else that's there. So I had a wonderful time making some new friends and playing music pretty much every evening. You know the drill.
There's a lot happening there, that's for sure.
It was a very special time, and I got to practice my French, which didn't work out all that great, but
at least a couple words.
You're right.
To talk with people.
Yeah.
And tell us about this new CD. Second CD just out, March, May?
It was May.
May
2012 this came out. This is it is still currently an exciting project of mine. I wanted to do a tribute to Grappelli. I've been wanting to do it for a while. This is my second CD, and on this record I did 3 tracks in tribute to Stefan. The CD's called New Street.
Swinging for Stefan.
And I wrote a couple of tunes for Stefan, but the 3 tunes on here are with Gary Burton, who's a vibraphone player, and my friend Julian Lage, who's a wonderful guitarist. And one of the tracks is called Gary, and that was a tune written for Gary Burton by Stefan Grappelli back in the early 70s, I believe. Gary Burton and Stefan recorded a CD together called Paris Encounter, and afterwards Grappelli sent Gary this tune that he wrote.
Never recorded by
Gary. Well, Gary never recorded it. Grappelli did with his quartet.
Okay.
But this is the first recording of Gary Burton playing this tune. So it was a really, really special tribute. And the rest of the record features my jazz quartet of bass, drums, piano, and violin. And I have a very special guest in Adrian Monya, who plays on track number 5. What is this thing called Love? So it was great to have him up while he was.
Fantastic musician too. Nice guy.
Yeah, it's great. We've seen each other in many different countries over the last few years, so it's been nice.
Tell us about this festival. Second year, and you were here at every one of them.
I guess you're right. This is it. Every one of them. I met Ben Andrews, who's the festival director, at Django in June in Massachusetts.
This past one.
2010.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Ben called me consequently, and after that, and said, I'm thinking of putting this together in Louisville. And Louisville is a city I'd visited before with a different project, so I was really excited to get back here. And the first festival was last year, 2011. And Adrian was living in New York, so we came together, and so did Franglais with Ben Wood and Yves, and we put on a festival last year. And then this year it's doubled in size, and I'm delighted to be back, and Gonzalo and his group, and Ben Wood is back, and we're just hoping that this continues to gain momentum.
It's a nice start.
Yeah, and it's such a pretty peaceful place to come to.
Yeah, and it's still warm. We're early October, and it's
Cheers to that.
but it's inside, so
It's true.
even if it's not a festival, we're outside most of
right.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm located in Boston, so that's
Now you're in Boston
Yeah.
for good.
well for the foreseeable
now,
future.
yeah.
Yeah, it's a place that I made home when I moved here, so we'll see how long I stay. New York's down the road, which is a nice thing. And,
Yeah.
but I'd love to get to know more people here who play in the Django scene, and that's my intent to try and make more friends and share some music and
Cool.
continue to learn. Yeah.
Thanks for your time, Ben. That was nice finally
Santé.
meeting you. Santé, and keep listening to this beautiful music.
I have a website which I'm very proud of
Ben,
because I designed it myself.
Oh wow!
And I'm not a computer guy at all. It's ben-powell.com, and all the information's there. And I got
Can we buy the
videos.
CD there?
You can
right
buy,
there on the
buy it
website.
right off the website. There's also video of the creation of the CD,
Oh, cool.
featuring the quartet and Gary Burton and Julian Lage. So it's kind of a nice little story on my background and the project, and yep.
BenPowell.com.
Ben-powell.com. Ben-powell.com, that's right. I always get that wrong.
Easy,
too.
easy to find. Thanks again.
Thank you for having me.
Keep drinking this beautiful wine
That's right.
and beautiful music of Django. And
Indeed.
let's not forget
the other guy.
The other guy. That's.
That's right. Exactly. I'm gonna